You take a look at the numbers to this point, this season in the playoffs, and Steph has been brilliant. These are across the board his best numbers, but we all understand the rhetoric, and it's already out there leading into the series, and that is, Bones, what is Steph going to do in this series? Last year, clearly, it seemed like, even though he didn't admit it or make a story out of it, that he wasn't all there. Not 100%, but he did not play like himself. Does he have something to prove in this final?
I'll answer one thing that you said. What's Steph going to do? Anything it takes to win. And I do think that whatever happened last year with regards to not just Steph's physical state, but the way he approached the finals mentally, if he were to go back and watch some of those games, which he might have over the summer, I don't know. But he knows deep down somewhere within him, within that great basketball mind of his, that there were some plays last year that if he could have had them back, he would have decided to do something else with the basketball. In that sense, I would tell you, Casey, that Steph Curry is going to approach this finals much differently. He's got, obviously, Kevin Durant there to carry some of the offensive load. But in terms of the focus on the task at hand, how critical possessions are for Golden State, how much he respects his opponent in LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers because they have something that the Golden State Warriors want back. I think he's got to take that responsibility on, Rick, and I think this year in the finals he does it.
You know, Rick, we've been talking so much about LeBron versus Michael Jordan. We have a lot of space to fill, clearly, over these days. A lot about the Durant legacy. What does he need to do? What about Steph? Two-time MVP, shouldn't have to do anything else. Does he need to have a good finals to remind people who he was for those 2 years?
I don't think we've forgotten what he's capable of. What we've been following is the excellence of a group of players that have actually played maybe even better, maybe not in record, but better than the previous two teams that one obviously won a championship, one fell short. What they've come together to do is chase championships, and they all will get greater the more success they have ring-wise. Steph, I thought, took a back seat unselfishly after coming off of 2 MVPs to allow an individual like Kevin Durant, an MVP himself, to work his way into that system of Golden State. And for that, maybe we lost a little bit of the celebration for the last 2 years that we had. It was nice watching him really dominate games in an entertaining fashion. That's not there. What he can do, and what I think he has focused on, is he's gotten to the basics of what is most important, and that is winning and winning a championship. I'm sure the sting of losing the finals has stuck with him and this group. And it's going to be interesting to see the explosion that happens, I think, not just from them, but maybe from him in particular.
A little quick thing on perspective. This is Steph's 8th year in the league, 5th year in the playoffs. It feels like it's been 10 years of Steph Curry in the playoffs, and it hasn't been. And he's had some incredible moments to this point, averaging 26, 6, and 5, basically, in his playoff career. There are more moments to come. But this year's finals, it's about that focus, Casey.